Welcome back to Season 2 of Let's Go Campin', presented by Mount Comfort RV. I'm your host, Veronica. We're so happy to be doing another series with WHMB40. For this season, we have some great new content that features a variety of specials that are entertaining, informational, and exciting. Our new segments this season will feature Hoosier Hot Spots, Travelin America, and Cooking in the Woods. We also have our returning segments, Kemp Outside, Campin' Hoosiers, and finally, Mount Comfort's RV Reviews. Travelin America features our host, Alex Wall, and his dog, Rocky Mountain Wall. They introduce you to the bushwhacking life while traveling across Montana to find unique, off-the-grid campgrounds. During their adventures, they will encounter new friends, wild animals, and explore nature.
What's going on, guys? Season 1, Episode 1, Travelin America. We're doing it. Diving straight in. I'm your host, Alex Wall. That's my co-host right there, Rocky Mountain Wall. Today, driving through Paradise Valley, taking you to one of our favorite spots, going to Yellowstone National Park, America's first national park. It does not get any better than Paradise Valley. So a little backstory on me and Rocky here with Travelin America. We live in our camper, 2010 Keystone Hideout. We're stationed out of Bozeman, Montana right now. We like to kind of bounce around, you know, we did a little camping in Idaho, did a little camping in Wyoming, but predominantly staying around Bozeman. It's a great spot. It kind of has access to all these different places. You know, you got Glacier National Park, that's about 6 hours away. Yellowstone's about an hour and a half away. You just numbers of national forests all covering around it. You know, I mean, a lot of people come out here and they go to Yellowstone, but a lot of people don't get to go dive deep into all the surrounding areas. And so through this show, I'm going to show you a lot of those cool places. But today, we're starting with number 1. Oh yeah, there we go, found one. The old American bison. Yeah, there's the courthouse. Just hanging out. What's going on, guys? Crazy, these same elk spend a lot of time here in the park. They're smart enough to know that humans can't touch them here and they're safe. But those same elk will leave Yellowstone National Park come hunting season, and they'll actually go out and they'll go walk into legal hunting land and go, you know, put themselves in danger. Mammoth Hot Springs right there. God, the smell of sulfur is just overpowering in places like this. Well, after 20 minutes sitting in traffic so all these fine people can get a look at those elk, we're out of there. So now we're heading first off to the northeast entrance. It's through a place I like to go visit. It's called the Mar Valley, and it's where a lot of the grizzly bears like to hang out, a lot of the animals, it's big wolf country. If you're lucky enough, you can get your eyes on them. They don't like to be seen very much, but oh, bear. Let's go, baby. It's a little windy, but there's a mom over here. A couple of cubs running around somewhere with her. Is that them back there just playing around? Yep, just a couple little rascals. Dang, I wish it wasn't so windy. But I've been here like a half hour. Boom, bear. That's awesome. She's pretty far out of it's tough to get this video. See if I can show you how far out I am here. Which is pretty far away. It's pretty incredible what this camera can do, actually. Alright, we're here at the Old Faithful Inn. We're going to see if we can get a glimpse of Old Faithful herself. Welcome to Yellowstone Lake. What you've been waiting for, buddy. You ready for this? Oh yeah, Yellowstone Lake. Good job. All right, you done? Drop it. Shake. Good boy. All right. Just leaving Yellowstone Lake, go back out up to Norris, and then back out through the entrance we came up. There's multiple different entrances. Both the north and the west are probably the most popular. They got a lot of good restaurants and food there. And also, I like to take my camper up there sometimes if I'm staying here for a couple of days. They have so many free places to camp. Alright guys, we're back at the hideout. Good you go? Thanks for riding along with us today. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be going to a lot of cool places here soon. We're doing a lot of cool things. Yeah, we'll see you next time on Travelin America.
Hoosier Hot Spots is a new segment that will be focusing on all kinds of fun activities to do when you're traveling through central Indiana. These Indiana activities will focus on campgrounds, parks, historical museums, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Rachel Vaughn. Welcome to Campground of the Week at Indianapolis KOA. Welcome to our new premium sites. These have hammocks for the whole family, an awesome swing hanging from your own personal pergola and lights that come on in the evening. You're gonna have your own fireplace on this site. It's massive, and you will have a grill and a beautiful table. Welcome to our deluxe cabin. These have a bunk room, a queen bed, a full bathroom, and a kitchenette. They also have air conditioning. Welcome to our splash park. We have 2 water slides. We have lots of chairs for all of our guests. We have a small splash pad over here with a gaga ball in a back and a huge dump bucket for everyone, and water guns off to the side. Welcome to our walking bridge. This bridge separates our north side from our south side of our campground, and it also overlays the meandering creek that goes through the middle of our property. Welcome to our huge off-leash dog park. Welcome to our horse corral. Our 2 camp horses love to be fed and pet. Rain is always here for you, and also Fred over there in the back. My name is Rachel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to having you here soon.
Cooking in the Woods is a new segment featuring Andrew Klein, who makes delicious and easy campfire meals. He will be making ribs, chicken, steak, baked potatoes, and more. Andrew Klein is the executive chef at Trax BBQ, located in McCorsdville, Indiana. Stop by his restaurant to try the best barbecue in Indiana.
Hi all, how you doing? Welcome to Cooking in the Woods with Andrew Klein from Trax BBQ. We're here with Mount Comfort RV at KOA here in Indianapolis. Today we'll be talking about how we're going to meal prep and go into cooking into the woods and what we're going to do while we're camping. First thing you want to do when cooking at a campsite is make sure your menu is easy, accessible, and things are ready to go. Make your menu as simple as possible. Make it anything from hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks on the grill. But what we're gonna do while we're here and during these segments, I'm teaching you how to cook on fire, how to meal prep, how to get things ready to go to make sure your life is as easy as possible. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about menu prep, making it easy on yourself. So make things simple. One-pot meals, pre-prepping at home, making sure you have all the little gadgets and things you need while you're there so you don't run back to the store, run back to everything else. So make lists, check them twice. I know I sound like Santa, but whatever, we're camping. So again, there's nothing right, nothing wrong. Things I like to have are these containers right here. You can use these, you can use Ziploc bags, you can use baggies, you can use things like Tupperware. Whatever is easy, stackable, in multiple different sizes, because you don't need the same amount of everything. So I've got a 4-ounce, an 8-ounce, and a 16-ounce container. I like to make my own spice blends. So this is my, what I call butt rub, which I use for my ribs, my pork shoulders, even put this on my bacon. Makes fantastic bacon. Make your own if you like. That way it keeps you from bringing all your spices from home and putting them in your camper. If you know what you want, it makes it way easier. One of the next things you need to think about is the equipment you're going to need while cooking. Everything from saute pans, you can use non-stick, you can use cast iron. If you have cast iron, I know they're heavy, but they're the best things to do while camping. You can put them directly into your fire, right on your fire, on top of your grill tops. You want to make sure you have all your knives, tongs, lighters. I even bring, because we're going to do ribs at some point in time, my own set of personal culinary pliers, as well as foils, plastic wraps, towels, whatever else you're going to need to cook, whatever makes you comfortable, so you're not running back to the store, running back and forth from your trailer, inside, outside. Again, streamlined, easy. Make those lists. All right, well, we've shown you some of the things that you need to bring with you. We've shown you the big tools, the little tools. Now we're talking about the granddaddy tools. We're talking about your fire pit, your wood, and your stationary pit that comes from the campground that you're staying at. That's it for this week. Tune in next week where we'll teach you how to start using all this stuff.
Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Well, I'm having a blast because I am on a 3-week camping tour of Indiana where I'm hitting up 6 state parks, and I'm doing it in a Mount Comfort RV. It is awesome. But to do a 3-week trip, I need to store more cold food than I have room for in the RV freezer and refrigerator. Now, I love having a freezer and refrigerator in the RV. That's very, very handy. It runs on electric when I'm here at the campsite, and when I'm running down the road, it runs off propane, keeps everything cold. That's great. But it doesn't have enough room for all the food I need to take for a 3-week trip. So, instead of using my freezer to store food, I've decided to turn it into an ice-making machine so that I can keep more food in a large cooler. So what I do, and if you've ever seen any of my other episodes, you know that I love the yogurt container. And the yogurt container is fantastic because the kids love to eat yogurt and it's good for them. It's a great snack while camping. But then you can take the cup and you can fill it up and you can make ice. And so what we do is we just use the RV sink. We fill up our cups. We stick them in the freezer. And then it takes about a day to make ice. But we can make about a bag of ice every single day when we're not moving. When we are moving, when we're moving on to the next campsite, we don't make ice that day until we're parked because we don't want cups of water sloshing around inside the freezer. But any day you're parked for about 24 hours, you can make ice. And it's awesome, guys, because it makes ice chunks about that big. And so they're larger than your standard ice cubes. They're going to last longer than any bagged ice you can buy. But they also still fit around your food because they're small enough not to take up too much space in the cooler. So by doing this, we don't have to buy ice every 4 days while we're on a trip, and that saves us some money, and it also saves us some time because we don't have to run to the store or find ice. So we are having a blast, and this tip really works for us. I hope it works for you. Thanks for watching. For Let's Go Campin', I'm Kevin Kemp with Kemp Outside.
Hi, we're here for the RV review with Mount Comfort RV. Today we're going to look at a Class B. This is the Thor Tolaro. Susan, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I will. Class B vans, if you think about BV vans, are one of the fastest growing segments of the RV industry. We're going to talk a little bit about why as we walk through this Thor Tolaro. It is one of my favorite products, one of my favorite floor plans as well. This is the 20A, and we're going to get into a little bit more about how cool this particular floor plan is. Well, you can see this is on the Ram Pro Master chassis. Your Thor Tolaro is going to have plenty of horsepower, plenty of torque to get you where you want to go. We're going to talk a little bit more on the back side about towing opportunities. It is going to have a 3,500 pound hitch receiver, so you can tow a little bit, but remember that cargo is going to take a little bit away from your towing capacity, so just remember when you're loading her out. Well, one of the things I wanted to talk about with the van is, of course, your driving experience. And it's going to have the things that you expect in a modern automobile. So you've got your phone interface, you've got a nice big 7-inch monitor there that's going to be your backup camera. That steering wheel in particular is going to be adjustable. It's going to be telescoping and tilt. Of course, you're going to have cruise control and a lot of other things, but you're going to have something that a lot of automobiles don't have, and that is an emergency start switch. This is really a neat feature. What this will do is it will draw on the coach batteries if your vehicle battery is dead, give you enough power to get her started. That alone is one of the awesome features about a Class B van. Of course, this is our shore power cord here. We're going to talk a little bit more when we get inside about this little guy right here, this little disc right here. This is your Truma Combi combination furnace and water heater. Why do they do that in the Class B segment? Well, it saves a lot of weight and space, and it's going to make it nice and warm inside your van so that you can use these 365 days a year. You can cold camp in them. We've got more modern batteries that are more cold resistant. Your holding tanks in this particular B van are going to be have heat pads on them, and they do a lot about trying to get water lines and things up inside the coach so that they're not in a place where they can freeze. Well, let's go ahead and step back here real quickly. I guess I'll spoil the surprise. This is actually 2 twin beds that will make out to a king. When was the last time you saw a king bed in something this small? That's one of the things I like best about the B van. They take everything that you need in a Class A diesel pusher, well, except for the size, and they put it into this package that comes from the vehicle manufacturer. Up here, you're going to see a low profile air conditioner, and they're usually incredibly beefy. You're usually talking about 13.5, 15 kBTU. I believe we've got 13.5 here in our Tolaro. Back here, a lot of great interfaces. You've got a GFI ground fault interrupter 110. You've got 12-volt charge. You've got even water access back here. So taking the dog, going out somewhere muddy with your mountain bikes, you want to rinse off before you get into your coach, you're going to have cold water access right there. And of course, a vent back here to get a little bit of warmth. Storage too. Everywhere there's a dead space, you're going to see a little extra storage. And I bet you're wondering what this little guy is here. This is actually your outside ladder that's going to telescope up so that you can take a look at all the things on your roof. Remember, you're going to be maintaining your seals, you're going to be inspecting things just like you would on any other RV. So this is actually your outside ladder. This ladder here is for the pop top. We'll swing around on the outside here. We've got another bedroom on top of this van. Of course, I love the fact that Thor came up with a way to get an awning on this van along with our pop top. Now, this is a really cool little thing. This, you don't have to deploy it if you don't want to. It'll just sit down very easily. It's even got an extra skylight up there. But all of those windows zip open like a tent, and you can get a couple of adults up there. Okay. Let's step inside. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So everything that you need. I don't know how much cooking you do, but you got a 2-burner LP cooktop right here. And we see in a lot of Class B vans too, we also see options for induction cooktops. So expect that to be one of the changes that you see. Just like those lithium batteries, there will be no generator on a coach with lithium batteries. It's going to be a lot quieter for that reason. Another reason to have the Truma Combi, it's going to be a lot quieter. It's almost silent with its running. And like I said, it does both your hot water and your furnace, but you don't have to have the furnace on to get hot water in the summer. So solid surface countertops. You know, a lot of people ask me, why is that an advantage? Who cares? Because you can sand and refinish a boo-boo on your solid surface countertops. You just wear a little bit better, looks a little bit nicer. Tower of power right here, doesn't stain. Little tower of power right here. There he goes. USB charges and 2 110 outlets. Right where you need them for a little coffee maker or your espresso maker or your toaster.
Or a crock pot.
Or a crock pot, absolutely. Got some great storage up here, microwave, everything that you would expect to find in a camper. And we're seeing a lot more people actually live in their van full time. One of the reasons that Class B vans are growing so quickly is because millennials, Gen Zers, are finding they can work from anywhere. So all they need is a good antenna or a Wi-Fi router and secure Wi-Fi, and they can do their job with a beautiful mountain view or a beautiful beach view. Tons more storage over here, by the way. Now, could I downsize enough to do this? I don't know. How about you, Veronica?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. I
Not
definitely
full-time.
I cannot go backpacking because it would take too many Sherpa. Well, folks, that is a very quick look at our Thor Tolaro. There's just so much more to talk about. I've got lists and lists of advantages, things that would really convince you that a Class B van is in your future, and not just for going from hotel to hotel. We used to kind of call them hotel hoppers, but they really are a great destination camper. A lot of folks use these in state parks. A lot of them use them in private campgrounds, just kind of pulling off to the road for a minute and having a great rest. So I'm going to kick it back to you, Veronica. Thank you so much for letting me talk about the Thor Tolaro. I'm Susan Dillman-Stills here at Mount Comfort RV. Call me if you're interested in a B van.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Let's Go Campin' on WHMB 40, Saturday at 8:30 p.m.